Welcome to Grumpy Old Men Cooking, folks. And this program, we are going to do our take on British pub food.
Yeah.
In our humble way.
So.
But we're really cocky.
So.
We should be cockney. Get it?
I do.
Hey, quite right.
But, you know, you nixed the steak and kidney pie. Everybody likes kidney pie.
How about the spotted dick?
No, that was no good either. That has.
I'm sorry, folks. That is not an off-color remark. It's actually a 200-year-old plus dessert.
And the main ingredient is, are you ready? Suet.
So we'll
For
toss
dessert,
that recipe.
Yeah, we're not going to use that one.
Okay. What are you going to do? You go first.
Shepherd's pie.
Shepherd's pie.
Shepherd's pie. And it's an easy dish. It looks complicated. This is all the stuff I'm going to put in it, but it's really not bad. You can make it with ground beef or ground lamb. And I think it was more...
suet in it?
No, suet.
Okay. How's it get its flavor?
Suet comes for birds. That's what we use that for. Would you go into the refrigerator and get the lamb that's there? Okay. Getting that lamb. I'm going to use a little bit of olive oil, about 1.5 pounds of ground meat, whatever you want to do, whatever that is.
Whew, it's hot here.
I like, as I say, I like the lamb. Yeah, all right. And you can pare this recipe down. It's really a very forgiving recipe. Chop it up, move it around. We'll add a few things to it. We're going to add salt and pepper, of course. What can you cook without salt and pepper? Okay, so
Have you done this before?
I've watched my wife do it several times.
Your wife does it?
Yes, one of my favorites. The good thing about this is after you finish it, you don't have to, if you don't eat it all, it's perfectly fine. You put it in the fridge, warm it up later. It's great the next day or a couple of days from there. Really, really, really nice. I like to use the fresh ground pepper.
Ready?
Yes.
Watch this.
What are you doing?
Did it rise? Look at that.
Onion, chopped. And this all is going to go in there too. Rough chop, good.
Solve that problem.
Huh? What?
Solve that problem.
What?
Oh, we got it leaking. Oh my God. Don't look at this.
Remember, no, we won't look. So let's see.
I got too much water in it.
I've got my onion. Throw that in. Throw that in. So you can use pound and a half of ground beef, 1 onion chopped. Put that in. Get that going.
You have the burner on.
Oh, is that what the... It's on cooling.
Okay.
Can you hear it?
It's fine.
Yeah, finally. Well, that's good. We don't want to... medium high, you know. There we go. It says 5 minutes. Well, you got to do it till it's brown. We are going to put it in the oven and cook it a little bit after we assemble this. Now that I see, I don't know if my pan is big enough, but that's all right.
English wine.
Dash a little bit of cinnamon. How's that sound? Would you think to put cinnamon in?
I have put cinnamon in barbecue sauces and stuff like that.
A dash, whatever a dash is.
We were talking, the boys and I, at the gym, about Boston Ease a couple of weeks ago. Like tonic.
Yeah, tonic.
Minnesota. Yeah. How about Blinker instead of a directional
Blinker?
How about Bang a Yui?
Bang a Yui.
Let's go the Packy.
I don't use tonic anymore because you get people from all over the country that I work with.
And you drink a tonic water?
Tonic? You know, so I've come around and talk about soda.
Oh, geez, I'm making a mess. Was it the last show we had the fire here?
You've done a lot. I didn't have a fire here.
We've got a lot of cleaning.
if you have cooked with lamb, lamb is a little bit fatty sometimes, and we will spoon that out. You don't need all of the fat.
Sometime later today, this will be
Well,
cooked.
this is going good. This is for the idle banter that we're doing. So this is brown. This is getting brown. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just push this to the side, and then I have a bowl here, and I have a spoon here. You didn't see that, Paul. And I'm going to just spoon off some of this, so we don't really don't
I
have
think the
too
peas are done.
down low. Yeah. Your peas are done? That's
It's gonna
good.
take as long to get that out as it took to cook the lamb.
Maybe. You wouldn't leave the fat in.
I'd go through 3 bottles of wine with it.
Well, that's your problem. See? I like a steady hand. Oh, look at this. We're getting it. All right. I take my corn. About, if you're using 1 pound of ground meat, a cup. If you're using 1.5 pounds, a cup and a half. I didn't carefully measure this at home. I just sort of, you can eyeball it. It's a pretty forgiving recipe. Look at that, see? Now we're going to start to make a gravy for this. 2 tablespoons. Exactly 2 tablespoons. All right, so how carefully I measure that? And then we're going to do this one. There we go.
You got it. You got to lift off.
So what we're going to do is constantly stirring. We don't want anything to... Look at that. See, you mocked me. But look at that. Tablespoons of flour. We do have the shakes. You know?
It is, yeah, don't talk about me, man.
I could get that taken care of with medication, but I don't want to.
Medication or meditation?
Both.
Oh, yeah.
So when this is beginning of a little bit of a roux. You don't want the heat up high, but you do want to cook the flour down a little bit, or else you'll get the taste of flour.
The taste.
Yeah.
Don't let it brown.
Well, you can. It just becomes a darker roux, but no. See this front one here.
You add cinnamon to that too?
Way low. No. That's something different. That's something different. Little bit of Worcestershire. Huh?
That's a lifetime supply for you.
Actually, it's our second bottle. Been married 58 years. It's our second bottle. Measure that carefully. You saw how that went? Okay. And just a little bit of fresh lemon. I do this just to aggravate you, Paul. Oh, now I can't open it. Oh, you did something to this, didn't you?
One time we did the Cajun food, we couldn't open the clam juice.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, boy. Oh, should have checked this out. Maybe no lemon. All right. We won't put lemon in. You could use fresh lemon. I should have used fresh. Can you figure that out? Doesn't matter. Okay. What's this?
It's childproof.
Huh?
It's childproof.
It's childproof. That's why we can't open it. Yeah, okay. And then, into this, I'm going to add about a cup of beef stock. If you didn't have beef stock, use chicken stock.
Where's your freaking lemon?
Nobody will notice the difference. Get lemon? Did
Where do you want it?
Put a little dash in that just to brighten it up a bit. There you go.
Dash?
That's good. Yeah. Now we're going to put the heat back on. And then just whisk. Just making a little gravy here. We'll thicken that up.
Do you know why the British, we've done this before, years ago on a show, why the British drive on the left-hand side of the road?
It was back when they, well, no.
The world is predominantly right-handed.
Yes.
So in days of yore...
So it's going to be long because I got to
Yeah.
keep cooking here.
Yeah, go ahead. Days of yore, on horseback,
For the
they would
gravy.
travel to the left-hand side of the path, so that when they saw somebody coming and they didn't know whether it was friend or foe, they would be able to draw their sword.
Well, there you go.
That's true.
In goes peas.
Bobby Keys has some fancy can of French peas kicking around there.
These are fresh picked from my garden. And then I freeze them so that because they come in early July. What? I got some fresh stuff from my garden. Mary's garden.
Fresh,
actually.
period.
Oh, I have some. Look at that. Now tell me that doesn't look good. Look at this.
Tell me it doesn't look
peas.
good. That's what he said. It doesn't look good. You said, tell
It
me
doesn't
it doesn't look good.
Look at that.
No, it looks good. Actually, it does look
Isn't
good.
that pretty?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sort of a hash-like
Yeah. But
appearance.
if you put the carrots in there,
see better.
you might like that. Like I
He
said.
doesn't get the jokes, you know. Sometimes they slip a little humor in there.
Was that human? Oh, okay.
Carrots improves your eyesight, they say.
Okay. Now we'll begin assembling.
What are you gonna do with the mashed potatoes?
Is it your recipe or my recipe?
Doesn't the mashed potatoes go below? Oh, I know. You're gonna put them on top of brown.
Oh, really? All right. Now, you see, it looks like a big deal, but you start to make this, you realize how simple this is. And then we're going to put some.
It does look pretty good. I say.
I wouldn't fool you. I wouldn't fool you.
Chap, little chap.
You can take these ready-made
Store-bought mashed potatoes.
store-bought, absolutely. Store-bought mashed potatoes. I kind of soften them up a bit.
A quality control guy. He quit. I guess that's what happened.
These we have found are very good.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Paul likes to start from scratch from everything, which is fine, which would have added another couple of steps here. But I like to be a little bit more simple, straightforward. Okay. Because I'm simple. All right. Let me get the mashed potato on there. We don't have to be too fancy.
You know what happened to Pinocchio when he told a lie?
I do. That's one of my favorite stories.
That shaky hand will be helpful in smoothing it out because, you know.
Yeah. Oh, I'll get it all. I'll get it all. Yeah. It is.
I'm having a good time here.
We might as well have a good time. But you know, you make a good point. Have a good time cooking. You just don't want to look at it as, oh, I gotta cook it. Although there's some days that I like that.
Is that supposed to be evenly covered?
More or
It's
less.
kind of more or less.
More or less.
I can see.
This is
I
less.
I can see the less.
This is less. And then you can shred some cheddar, or you can get it already shredded. And there is a difference, yeah, but, you know, look at this, huh? Did you send to Great Britain to get those?
Bangers.
Bangers, yeah. Bangers. Okay, at this point, all you really need to do is put it under the broiler for a few minutes.
Get the freaking thing cooked.
But
That's what they-
it is cooked.
It's
What isn't cooked in there?
the cheese.
45 minutes on the stove over here,
Really?
according to you. Look at this.
I'm getting a jump here of my bangers and mash.
I wish you would.
Man. You're in the oven now for a while?
10 minutes and then I'll brown it.
So I can take center stage for a minute?
You've been taking center stage since we started.
I'm cooking bangers and mash, which is an incredible popular item at English
Timer.
pubs.
15 minutes.
And
15-minute England timer.
Yeah, we-
Starting now.
that's as bad as Alexa.
Um,
These are the best, I will admit, that I could come to a pork sausage, which is generally the ingredient. And I scoured many markets around here, and I got pork and beef fat frankfurters. This is basically pork and beef bratwurst, knockwurst.
Knockwurst.
Yeah. So I'm going to cook these up. And by the way, I used a neutral oil. As you know, if you've watched this show before, George and I are heavy users of extra virgin olive oil. EVOO. But you want a neutral flavor. You don't want olive oil. It's actually not a bland dish, but it's relatively plain, and you don't want to give it a twist with the oil. Now, I have taken the liberty of preparing the mash, and I used Yukon Gold, peeled them, quartered them. Oh, these bangers are fresh, they're popping.
Keeping him on the straight and narrow is more than I can bear.
Here, you heat that up for me, I'll put you in charge.
Oh, good. Oh, yeah, sure. Put the burden on me. Who's talking about the shape? Take that.
The shape.
Pan's still hot.
I want it hot.
It's hot.
I'm going to dump a little bit of the oil out.
Ah, okay. Okay. Oh, no. See, I do that in the garden.
Now I'm going to turn down the heat. A little bit of an oil butter mixture here for this.
Always good. You always lick your fingers when you're cooking professionally?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Just one bit. So burn the butter.
I'm going to put, no, I won't put it. I'm going to put I'm going to saute some onions.
Okay.
Yeah, a little
Did
garlic.
you chop that last
Bas-
night?
I bought,
You're finally listening.
it's like Giorgio's mashed potatoes. It's basically 2 cloves chopped, minced fine is what you want.
And that's the way to get finely minced.
That's right.
You can use shortcuts, folks. It's okay.
This is my beef stock that I prepared earlier. I'm going to warm it up just a bit.
All similar.
Flour.
See? Thicken it up.
Yeah.
Yep. Very good. How much flour? That's,
About 2 tablespoons.
okay. That's good. Again, I'd love to see that whole thing go right in. Precise measurements. Don't worry about the precise measurements. Not important.
I'm going to add a little bit more butter.
You can't have too much butter.
Oh, no.
Butter will never ruin
And
anything.
mix this around.
That's beginning to look pretty good. Maybe you could show that to the folks. You do that? Look at that. Isn't that nice?
It's pants hot though.
Caramelizing, bring the sweetness out of the onion.
Right.
Who talks about shape?
Oh, it's because of this hot hand coating.
Oh. You reduce this and then
A little bit.
the
It's
flour.
called onion gravy.
Onion gravy.
See, look at that. Woo.
Yeah, makes a gravy.
We're going to add a little salt and pepper.
Do you have any?
Of course I do. Freshly ground?
Of course. Is your salt freshly ground? No, you're using kosher salt. Okay. That's fine too. No? What do we got? 1 ground
Kosher
salt.
salt. Kosher salt.
Oh, there you go. Right there.
It's right here. It's right here.
Oh, you already got it. Look at you. Look at you. Damn.
Little Fall River boy who's made it big.
Yes, he did.
Yep.
Yes, he did.
Now we're going to prepare the mash. Watch that milk.
I'm watching.
Mash these suckers up.
It's warm. You don't want it hot, right? You just want it warm.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to shut this off because I don't want to get blamed. Salt and pepper in that too.
I'm going to put salt and pepper in a minute.
Don't forget.
No butter like I usually do.
Okay.
Actually, Sometimes I make it with cream cheese and heavy cream.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Original recipe for the shepherd's pie calls for this. Cook them up, okay, and do all that. We cut to the chase. Get it all ready to go. But you can do whatever you wish.
How's that, huh?
Beautiful.
We will plate this later.
You don't mix that in there?
No, it goes on top.
Not on the bottom?
No.
You wanted me to... Gee.
Put it over here.
Wait, something's on, still on.
I know,
That's
I know. We're getting to it.
Okay.
Quit your fussing. Quit your fussing. We will plate that shortly.
Sure. It's all stay warm.
But now, I'm going to make a bit of Welsh Rarebit.
Not Welsh Rabbit?
No. As a kid, I always thought it had rabbit. And it actually comes from Wales, migrated into England. And it is vegetarian, has no meat.
It's not vegan though, because it has cheese.
Cheddar cheese.
You could make it with tofu.
You know what I need?
What?
I need a pan. I've used up all my pans.
Yeah, well, I have that. Oh.
Oh! Hubba, hubba, hubba.
Mr. Keys has a pan. Yeah.
2 tablespoons of unsalted butter. 2 tablespoons of flour.
I would put the heat down a little bit.
I want to get that butter down.
Well, okay.
And then I'll reduce it a bit.
Yes.
Now we'll do
I've been trying to reduce a bit too, but haven't been too successful.
A teaspoon of Dijon mustard. We've gone across the English Channel to France.
Pardon me, would you have any Grey Poupon?
But of course.
Ah, thank you. Are you putting Grey Poupon on a wiener?
No, it's not a wiener. It's a frankfurter.
Oh.
Why? Is that a bologna sandwich you're applying my Grey Poupon to?
That's Bologna.
Bologna.
Wiener.
Grey Poupon, also in a squeeze bottle.
And again, similar to George, we're going to use Worcestershire. About a teaspoon, a little bit more than he does. A half a cup of porter. I don't know that much about porter, but my local package store man, Packy, as we say in Boston, he says it's basically stout, but he actually carries an outright porter, and he says for some reason it comes in early autumn.
Yes.
So this was a can he had kicking around in the
Kicking
back
around
room.
since, yeah, but it's
So,
fine.
you're going to add 3 cups of heavy cream. As I'm toasting 2 pieces of rye bread. I'm not sure why, but in England, it's always served on rye bread. Figure me that.
Whatever.
So I'm going to gradually add 6 ounces of cheddar cheese.
You didn't
What?
chop.
I did. I put it
shred
in this
that-
bag that
you
my
put
wife
it
had in
there.
the kitchen.
Okay. Pamela Creamery.
Worcestershire,
Oh.
porter. I mean, pretty strange combinations.
Not really. I don't think so.
You think so?
This is rye toast, right? You don't serve it up.
I'm toasting as we speak.
Oh.
2 pieces of rye toast.
Fascinating to watch you cook. You know that?
Why? Like slop stuff all over the place.
Is that going to thicken up today? Not.
Yeah. By 6. What time is it? No,
This is not cheese. What the hell?
Sharp cheddar.
Plant-based.
Todd nod to vegetarian.
Plant-based.
You'll like
You
it.
let your wife buy that, didn't you?
No.
Plant-based.
Stop it.
You think that's gonna work?
Give me another plate, will you?
It's too loose to put it on a plate.
Well, it's gonna harden up.
Maybe,
Get
but
your
it's
shepherd's
plant-based.
pie out of there, will you? Don't tell him, but I'm taking some of his cheddar cheese.
Here,
Look, there you go.
you're welcome. You're not gonna be able to see my nice shepherd's pie,
Why?
because you got all your stuff laying
Now you
on
got a
it.
place over there.
Good grief. All right.
Got any Elmer's glue over there? No, this will thicken up. Takes a while. Oh my!
Ta-da!
Hey boy. You got a
And
gaffer?
from my garden, parsley, which I chopped, fresh parsley, always a nice touch. And if you don't have fresh parsley, perfectly okay. Go, just move right ahead and eat it, as it is. See, there you go, plated.
Plated.
I'm plated. Are you plated?
I'm getting there.
Look at that. Look at that. If I do say so myself, that looks pretty good.
Need a big
Yeah. I think you ought to turn the heat off on that mash.
It's just warmed it up a bit. Put this on. Just warm up that gravy a bit.
Plant-based cheese.
Knock it off.
God. And you complained that I use prepared mashed potatoes. They are at least real
How do
potatoes
you know?
because they're plant-based. Potatoes are always plant-based, but cheese isn't plant-based. God.
Look at that.
So you put the onion gravy on top. Huh?
Yeah. Bangers and mash.
Here's a mash. Look at that.
Shepherd's pie.
That's number one.
Toasted rye.
Yes. Just one plate. Just one plate of that. You don't need two of that. That's plant-based.
You stop that. You know, and a lot of the pub, they don't dress it up as the French would or we would with parsley and stuff like that. But you could. You have some extra parsley?
There's a little tiny bit here. Not enough.
I'm going to give it a little salt
No. You didn't tell me that.
and a bit of pepper.
Do you want some of my lean parents?
No, it's got it already in there.
Oh, it's already in it. Okay. Well, yeah. Look
And
at this.
there you have it. Would you care for a British beer?
Sure. London Pride.
Yeah. I love it. Fuller's.
Outstanding amber ale. So there's an opener there. Here, just open your teeth just a little bit.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Here we go.
you know, each got an opener down here.
Look, you find it.
We gonna drink it right out of the bottle? Sure. Let's
Yeah.
drink it out of the bottle.
Here we go.
You shake it.
No, I'm not. I just had to yank it like crazy. Here you go.
Thank you. Fuller's.
It's good stuff
How do you know?
because I've had it.
Okay. Just tell you.
We thank you. We hope you enjoy our modest presentation of British pub food.
And now I know it's Hail Britannia.
Hail Britannia, Britannia rules the waves. Ta-ta, folks. Come back again. We don't have a clue what we're going to cook next, but we'll come up with something.
We'll figure out something.
Yeah. And I'll use real cheese.
Please.